Hey there, game gurus. Welcome back to the channel. I want to do a quick little video here. We have a new item on our website I'll bring up in just a second, but it's in reference to my GRS push-pull spinner and my GRS buttonhole spinner. Both of these, I will have one right over here. This is my push-pull version. Basically, it's a spinner, so you can spin it when you're playing games like Tron or Tempest or Breakout. But in addition, you can also, on this particular one, push down and pull up. That's why it's called a push-pull spinner. And it's the size of a standard buttonhole on an arcade machine. And of course, I have the other one here with no top on it, but it's just a regular spinner. This one just spins, but it doesn't have any push-pull functionality. But both of these use Hall effect technology, and they're the best in the industry, especially at the price, even at any price. It's the best in the industry. But we're always looking to improve. So we got a lot of feedback from people saying that either they were too sensitive or not sensitive enough. Now, inside MAME or usually the emulators, you can go in there and adjust sensitivity to a degree. But we are now making ours a leader in the industry on pulses per minute. So we can go as little as 128 up to 4,096. No one else in the industry is able to have their spinners have that wide range of features. And we can bring up the website right here so you can see, bring this up. And you see, we still have our sale going on. It says site-wide, but it's not exactly correct. We've been adding stuff since we started the sale. It's been on for quite a while. This particular item will not be eligible for 30% off, and a couple of things we're doing with crowdfunding, but pretty much everything is 30% off. Just go, if there's an item you want, put it in your checkout bucket, put in TMG30, and if it's valid for 30% off, it'll be deducted. Of course, the GRS Build-A-Cade is still 50% off with code TMG50. But that's going on for not much longer. Let me clear this out of the way. Now, if you go under here, under the arcade controls, you can see we have a new item down over here under spinners, the Ultra Precision Upgrade Kit. And that's what you want to click on right here. And you can see it's going for $6.99 plus shipping. And I also have one over here I'll show you in a second. But we do include, you can see here, a small Phillips head screwdriver. You don't have to find one. We include one in the kit. The screw's already in your particular spinner already. That's already there. So if you look at the bottom, here's one right here. There are 3 screws already there, but in case you lose one by chance, we include some extras. And we include another top in case you lose your top, but you never know. Most people won't, but we include it anyway. And then here's the new PCB. And this PCB will allow you to, I'll bring up the program in a second, make a bunch of different changes to your buttonhole spinner and your push-pull spinner. So basically, if you were playing games, like I've heard some people saying like the At Games Legends Ultimate, using coin ops, right? Coin ops X or something along those lines, and playing like Arkanoid or Breakout, the spinner wasn't sensitive enough. And I tried it over my friend Glenn Baisley's house, and I kind of agreed it should be just one rotation of moving your paddle back and forth in that game. You don't have to spin, 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 spin. That's not how the game was. So now by adjusting our sensitivity to the new sensitivity settings, you can fine-tune it to precisely now make the spinner work exactly as it did in the arcade. And again, no one in the industry comes even close. The only one that was close was Ultimark, and we now bested them in rotations per minute. I think they're maxed out around 2,000 or 3,000, and we're at 4,000. So we have the highest and the lowest spin ratio, and more inexpensive and better quality, in my opinion, right? Of course, it's mine. I'm going to say it's my opinion. But in any case, you pre-order right here. It's $6.99, and you can read right here. It's an adjustable counts per revolution from 128 counts per revolution up to an industry-leading 4,096. No one else comes close. You can very simply go in, get the upgrade kit. There's no wires, no soldering. I'll show you. It's just really unscrewing 3 screws, pulling out the PCB, putting the new one in, and running the software program to fine-tune how many revolutions per minute that you want. Now, of course, if you're running it on a PC, it's easier to go in and make changes on the fly. But if you're putting in something like the Arcade 1-Up, or using something more specific, like you made an Arkanoid cabinet or a Breakout cabinet, you would obviously set it to that setting and don't have to adjust it. The installation tools are all included. So that's really it. It's basically, you can go into the website, I'll put links down below, you can read all this on it. But I'm going to show you how easy, how simple it is to add this functionality to an existing push-pull or buttonhole spinner. So we can see right here, this is what you're going to get in the kit. You get this cute little case with this little QR code. And if you click on this QR code, you can scan it right now if you wanted to on your TV. It'll bring it to the instructions. You can see how easy it is. But this is right on the little kit right here, this little QR code, and it takes you right to the instruction manual. It's a PDF. It's very informative. And you can see right here is the manual. There's a lot in here, but it's really not complicated. It's basically telling you and walking you through how to get the firmware, because there's different firmwares. If you have the push-pull spinner, there's one firmware. If you have the buttonhole spinner, it's a different firmware. You have to make sure you put in the right one on it, and how to install the program and how to make the different settings. So the PDF here is quite easy, and it's a simple read. It's only a few pages. You can, again, scan the QR code I put up a moment ago, and you can take a look at the manual right now if you wanted to. So I'm going to open up this little plastic bin and show you everything that's included. So I'm going to just pop this thing open right here. And we do say right in here, if I can get that to focus. Focus! Warning, don't unplug the spinner during the firmware upgrade. Doing so may permanently damage the device. Now, what we mean by that is it's not going to really damage anything, but it could cause the chip no longer to be upgraded to firmware, and it's dead, and you have to get another PCB. So here's what we include in here. We have a little bag here, which has the plastic backing and the new PCB right there. And there's our little magnet Hall effect device. And we include a small Phillips head screwdriver with extra screws, which you're probably not going to need. But I'll put this to the side. I'm going to open this up right here. Get you out of here. Okay, so you can see we have a PCB right here. And this is where it connects to your computer over USB. And this is if you're using buttons, like mouse buttons, that would attach over there. And this is the part that reads the magnet. And you can see, obviously, we got the two holes here. So that's where we go on this right here. So again, we don't really need to include this or the screws, but we do just to play it safe in case you do happen to lose one. Now I'm going to slide over here a little bit. Now I'm going to go over to this little screwdriver here. I'm going to open this one up. All right. So we have a little Phillips head screwdriver. And you can see we have 1, 2, 3 screws. I'm just going to take this here and unscrew this. Okay, we just unscrew this right here. And again, if you lose the screws, we give you 5 spares. We'll take this one screw out. We'll go to our next screw. It's 2. And our final screw right here. Then we can move this out of the way. You can see there's really nothing else in here, nothing to be broken. There's our bottom, and we're going to take our new one. And again, just have to line up the 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter how you go on it. There's no specific position other than make sure that's lined up with the screw holes. We'll get a screw and put a screw through here. Like so. We can just get it started. You don't have to make them super tight just yet. Just trying to get it started. Get our next one here. Get that one started. And take our final one from here. Again, you can take them out of the bag if you wanted to, but I've already got these screws. I'm going to use these again. There we go. Put this one here. Tighten it down. Tighten it down. And that's it. You have now upgraded. This is the standard buttonhole. That's not a push-pull, it's a spinner. So that's it. Once it's done, you've now upgraded the board. You can go as little as 128 revolutions to be pulses to be checked, up to 4,096. And that's done through a software program. So I'm going to go over here, and let's bring this up over here. Okay, so you can see right now, here's the software program. This is version 1.1. This is if I wear my glasses. Of the firmware, and it works with both the buttonhole and the push-pull spinner. Now you can see right now, you have a firmware upgrade, you have a factory reset, you have calibration, which is really only used for the push-pull spinner, so that won't be needed for this one. But you always have to make sure when you make any change, you hit the save. First thing I want to do is I'm going to do a firmware upgrade, and this is for the standard spinner. So I'm going to click on the firmware upgrade. So you can see we have the buttonhole spinner. Okay, you can see right here I have 2 separate firmwares. We have the Disc of Tron, the DOT, and that's the push-pull spinner, which is not this one. So I'm going to pick this one here. It's a standard buttonhole spinner. So I'm going to click open on that. And it does the firmware by itself. And to bootloader successes, that's it. So this has now been programmed with 124 pulses per rotation. And you can see right here, we said we can go up to 4,096. So right now under here, you can do 128, 600, or 1024. It's at 1024, but I have these multipliers. So I could set it to 1024, 256, or 4,096. If I was to click that, that's what that does. That multiplies. You can see it's 4,096 right there. If I click on 2, it's 2048. If I go to, let's say, 128, and set it to 1, it's at 128, 256, 512. And then, of course, we set it to 600. Do it times 1. It's at 600, 1200, and 2400. So all these things that we can do with our spinner that no one else can do out there. And of course, change the polling rate, which is how quickly the machine reads from the mouse. But I'm going to leave that stock. So let's say I want it to be on the low end. I'm going to set it to 128. And I'm going to set it to times 1. And I'm going to hit Save Configuration. That will now program that into the chip. And that's it. Now if I move back and forth, is it done? Done. There we go. See how if I move back and forth now, it's going very little, very little. So I'm going to say, okay, let's go now to the maximum on this, which would be 1024, 4,096. Save configuration. Said it's done. Now if I do this, you can see it's going way past my screen. Just little tiny turns will do that. So you can now really dial it in. And again, so it's $6.99 for the PCB if you already have the device. We go, oh, there it is, over there. You can't even see it. You couldn't even see it. I could see it. You couldn't see it. So you can see I'm doing very little turns, but it's flying way off the screen. So you can set this up where it's going to $6.99 if you already have the standard spinner or the buttonhole spinner or the disc of Tron spinner, and you can just add this PCB, 3 screws. That's it. Load this program, and you can really fine tune it for the device that you have. And that's really it for this video. I just want to share that really quickly. We're doing the pre-order for it right now, so make sure you get it in. It's inexpensive, but that's it for this video. But if you did like the video, please give me a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me in YouTube algorithms. 1 second for you means a lot to me, so I really would appreciate it. If you're not currently a subscriber, please consider subscribing. I post a lot of these videos here. We have a lot of new products coming out in 2025, which is right around the corner. That's what I have to say on this one. It's a cool little thing. I love playing Breakout and Arkanoid, and I have to admit, Arkanoid and your other spinners, you got to spin it a little too far. Now it's exactly how I remember it, or even Pong, just going like that. It works really, really well. So as fun as all this is, it doesn't take precedence over family and friends. Remember, tomorrow's never promised. Reach out and say hi. Let them know that you care. But in between those times, hey, I'm going to say play some Warlords or something, and game on.
Now you're looking for that arcade experience at home, but you don't have the space for a full-size arcade in your house or endless funds, then you need the GRS Build-A-Cade. It's arcade quality without the arcade price, from someone you can trust. The GRS Build-A-Cade is very simple and easy to assemble 1/6 scale arcade computer you can build yourself. You can buy interchangeable controllers for every gaming option you need to play the games the way they're meant to be played. You can also design your own artwork or purchase artwork separately to make your GRS Build-A-Cade look like the machine of your dreams. The GRS Build-A-Cade is also the only home system STEM certified. Come see what all the YouTube creators are raving about. GRS Build-A-Cade.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
I just love talking to the vendors because we're supporting real people here. You know, these are people's passion projects. These are people's companies. These are the things that we pour our life into to share with others. So it's really beautiful to see. It's really beautiful to see. And one thing that I really want to show you over here, let's take a look at these mini cabs. Because last night I was playing them. I was blown away. These cabinets are amazing. I have got to show you my favorite one, which is right here, Robotron. This one is incredible. Although I love NBA Jam, I love Mortal Kombat, Donkey Kong Jr., Arkanoid, this is fun with the paddle. All of these buttons work. So you actually press the button to put the coin in, and then you press start. I'm telling you, this is like the authentic mini experience. So, and then the game starts up, and then you play. Look at this. And then you can customize this. There's so many amazing things that you can customize with this. And there's like stuff on the back. You can put a controller. It comes with a racing wheel. There's the roller ball attachment. You've even got mini guns. Like if you're playing a light gun game. I mean, it's got it all. It's got it all. It's really incredible. This is a really amazing machine. Hey, does anybody want to chat for a second about these amazing machines here? I mean, it's totally cool.
I could try and get my dad here. I just texted him.
Yeah, you just texted him? We'll come back. We'll come back. But it's actually, if you look at the back of the badge, they're on the back of the badge. So yeah, can you tell us a little bit about your booth or the name of your company?
So we're here with Glenn's Retro Show.
Okay.
We make new controllers for older games.
New controllers for older games. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. And I really, really love all of these arcades here. I gotta say, Star Trek is also one of my favorites too. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your time.